Hi there, I'm Dr. Francesca Zampollo, and in this video I will tell you how to use the method StarChat to investigate your food design context. This method can be used regardless of what you are designing around food, whether you're designing a dish, an entire restaurant, so a food service, or a food product. You need to learn about your food design context before you start generating ideas. This method will make sure that you investigate your food design context through all 4 food design pillars. If you want to learn more about the 4 food design pillars, you can have a look at the video up here. StarChat is a food design thinking method that helps you learn about your food design context from the perspective of people who live in it. In other words, StarChat is a method that allows participants to discuss issues they wouldn't discuss by answering just a direct question. Bringing up thoughts and ideas participants don't know are within themselves. This process is again activated by the StarChat cards themselves because the process of answering a question through images triggers metaphorical and visual thinking, which are the types of thinking that ease the use of paths between synapses less often triggered. StarChat will therefore allow you to generate an abundance of insights about your food design context. Once you have these insights, you will be able to use a food design thinking method for idea generation and generate many food design ideas. Some of these methods are, for example, Idea Shake, Idea Market, and Idea Hive, which are part of the food design thinking methodology that I have proposed. Within the food design thinking process, StarChat is one of the methods of the explore phase. Before you can use the StarChat method, you need to gather a group of participants to participate in your method. The ideal number of participants for a StarChat session is between 5 and 6. To widen your understanding of your context, you can repeat this method in different sessions. Each session should have different participants. You can choose whether to repeat multiple sessions using the same question or using different questions. We will see in a moment that this question is a crucial aspect of the method. Try to aim at a variety of participants based on their role in your context. Aim at having a variety of participants based on gender, age, and if relevant to your food design context, aim at having a variety of participants from different cultural backgrounds, different financial possibilities, and different upbringing. Take the time to write down everything that inspires you in the world of food and beyond that. Who are the people whose work you admire? What inspires you about their work or life? Also, what inspires you personally? What are the technologies, books, products, services, etc. that you wish you had thought of? Once you have visualized in front of you everything that inspires you and that drives you to innovate, write down one sentence that summarizes what you want to achieve with this food design project. This sentence should be broad enough to allow you to discover areas of unexpected value and narrow enough to make the topic manageable. Once you have it, transform it into a question that starts with how might we ... We'll call this how might we question your food design opportunity. And now let's start. StarChat is a method that allows you to ask one question to a group of people, to which people will respond using metaphorical thinking. The method has 205 cards, each representing one icon, one image. So, based on your food design opportunity, choose a question that you want people to discuss. This can be any question, narrow or broad, about a product or a situation. But don't be afraid to choose a question that can be interpreted and that focuses on abstract concepts. The question should be on something on which you want people's perspective. Write the question on one sheet of paper for each participant. Cut all 205 cards you find in this book and spread them on a big table so that they are all visible. On the other side of the room, make a circle of chairs, one chair for each participant. In this configuration, each participant is one point of the star. Invite participants in the room, ask them to sit down, ignoring the table with images. Brief them about your project and their participation within it. Then give each one a sheet with your question on it. Then ask participants to approach the table where the cards are. Ask them to browse all images, keeping the question that they were given in the back of their mind. Ask them to pick 3 cards that they feel represent the answer to that question. Ask them not to look for an icon they have in mind, but instead to let the icons pop up into their awareness, and so let the icons answer the question. Ask participants to take their time and browse all cards. Ask participants not to talk. Browsing should be done in total silence to reduce distractions and allows people's mind to work in a relaxed way. Once participants have chosen their 3 cards, ask them to take a seat and write their answer on the sheet of paper that they were given before. When they finish, ask them to wait quietly until everybody has written their answer. Then explain to participants the discussion technique. And here is how it goes. One person starts by showing her 3 cards, describing what she sees in the images and how she interprets them, and answering the question through the 3 chosen cards. Then, one by one, the other participants interpret these first participants' cards and answer the question through her cards. Participants pick one at a time without interrupting each other. Once this first round is completed, the second participant shows her own cards, describes them, and answers the question through her 3 cards. Then everybody else, one at a time, describes this person's cards and answers the question through these cards. And so on until every participant has answered the question with her own cards and everybody has discussed that person's cards. Record the conversation with an audio recorder and take notes. In the end, collect people's answers, thank them for their contribution, and tell them you'll keep them posted on the development of your project. Now you've done a few sessions of StarChat and you have collected notes and recordings of the conversations. What do you do now? Now you make sense of your notes and the recordings and transform them into something you can use to generate ideas. First of all, type your notes so they are easier to read and transcribe the recordings. Once you have this information written in front of you, identify all the things you found interesting, noteworthy, and unexpected. These are your insights. An insight is both a piece of information and the result of understanding the inner nature of things. Think of an insight as the aha moment of understanding, that moment when you either learn something new or you understand how something works. Summarize each insight in a few words on a short sentence and write each one on an individual piece of paper. The more insights you have, the easier it will be for you to generate ideas. Now that you have these insights, you can use them to generate food design ideas. You can choose to generate ideas with the food design thinking methods Idea Hive, Idea Market, or Idea Shake. This is it for the food design thinking method StarChat. I've just given you the tool, now it's your turn to go out there and innovate. Thank you for watching this video, have a lovely day and happy food design!